Do you ever lie awake at night, perhaps after a satisfying meal, and a tiny worry creeps into your mind? A little whisper that asks, "Was that good for me? Am I doing enough to take care of my body, especially my kidneys?" For many of us, especially as we get a little older, that question becomes louder, more insistent. We know our kidneys are vital, these incredible filters working tirelessly, silently, to keep us healthy. But the world of dietary advice can feel like a tangled maze, especially when you're dealing with something as specific as kidney health. It can be frustrating, even frightening, to navigate conflicting information, wondering if you're unknowingly making choices that could cause harm. Many of us, with the best intentions, might be eating foods we believe are healthy, only to discover they're putting extra strain on those precious organs. The painful reality is that without the right knowledge, we can inadvertently accelerate kidney issues, leading to complications that impact our energy, our comfort, and our overall quality of life. But here's the secret, and it's simpler than you might think: understanding the right kinds of protein and knowing which ones to truly limit can make an enormous difference. It's not about endless restrictions, but about smart, informed choices. In this video, we're going to peel back the layers of confusion and look at exactly which proteins can be your kidney's best friends, helping them function optimally, and which ones are best left off your plate. We'll explore the 4 best proteins to embrace and 6 common ones that are often the silent culprits behind kidney strain. It's about empowering you with practical, easy-to-understand guidance. So, make sure you watch right to the very end, because I'll share something that might truly surprise you about managing your kidney health, something that goes beyond just food. Let's begin by shining a light on the foods that can be your allies, the sources of protein that nourish your body without burdening your kidneys. The first champion on our list is fish, particularly varieties like salmon, cod, tuna, and mackerel. Now, why fish? Well, fish is a powerhouse of high-quality protein, which is essential for maintaining muscle mass, repairing tissues, and keeping your body strong. But for kidney health, what makes fish so special is its typically lower phosphorus content compared to many other protein sources. Phosphorus is a mineral that healthy kidneys normally filter out, but when kidney function declines, it can build up in your blood, leading to brittle bones and other health problems. Fish also offers those incredible omega-3 fatty acids, which are fantastic for reducing inflammation throughout the body, including in your kidneys, and supporting heart health, which is always closely linked to kidney well-being. Think about preparing fish simply baked, grilled, or broiled with a squeeze of lemon and some fresh herbs. A 3 to 4 ounce serving, roughly the size of a deck of cards, is usually a good portion. It's about enjoying the benefits without overdoing it. Imagine a beautifully flaky piece of baked cod, seasoned simply, providing gentle, effective protein. It's a delicious way to support your kidneys without adding stress. Next up, let's talk about lean poultry, specifically skinless chicken and turkey. These are excellent choices because they offer a complete protein source without a lot of the added fat, phosphorus, or sodium that can come with other meats. When you choose skinless chicken breast or turkey tenderloin, you're getting a lean protein that your body can easily utilize. The key here is skinless, because the skin contains a lot of unhealthy fats that aren't beneficial for overall health, and especially not for kidney patients who need to manage their fat intake. Preparing poultry can be incredibly versatile. Think grilled chicken in a salad, a lean turkey stir-fry with plenty of kidney-friendly vegetables like bell peppers and onions, or baked chicken seasoned with herbs instead of high-sodium rubs. It's about choosing the right cuts and preparing them in ways that minimize added sodium and unhealthy fats. These meats are wonderfully versatile and can be incorporated into many meals without concern, providing the building blocks your body needs. Now, let's turn our attention to something incredibly common and often misunderstood: eggs. Eggs are often called nature's perfect food. And for good reason, they are an excellent source of high-quality protein. However, for kidney patients, there's a subtle but important distinction. It's often the egg whites that are particularly beneficial. Why egg whites? Because the yolk contains a significant amount of phosphorus, while a whole egg here and there in moderation might be fine for some. If you're looking to maximize your protein intake without the phosphorus load, egg whites are your friend. They provide pure protein, making them ideal for breakfast omelets, scrambled with vegetables, or even incorporated into baking. Many kidney dietitians recommend egg whites as a primary protein source because they're so easy to digest and have such a high biological value, meaning your body can use almost all of the protein. Think about whipping up a fluffy egg white omelet filled with spinach and mushrooms. A truly kidney-friendly start to your day that provides sustained energy. Finally, embracing the power of the plant kingdom brings us to our fourth best protein, certain plant-based proteins. This category includes foods like tofu, tempeh, lentils, and specific types of beans, such as chickpeas and kidney beans when prepared correctly. These plant proteins are fantastic for kidney patients for a few key reasons. Firstly, they tend to be naturally lower in phosphorus compared to animal proteins, and the phosphorus they do contain is less absorbable by the body. Secondly, they're packed with fiber, which is incredibly beneficial for digestive health, blood sugar control, and even managing cholesterol, all factors that indirectly support kidney health. Lentils and chickpeas are wonderfully versatile for soups, stews, and salads. Tofu can be a fantastic meat substitute, absorbing flavors beautifully in stir-fries or baked dishes. When using canned beans or lentils, remember a crucial step: always rinse them thoroughly under cold water before cooking. This simple act can reduce their sodium content significantly, making them much safer for kidney health. So, don't be afraid to experiment with adding more plant-based meals to your diet. They are a gentle and effective way to get the protein your body needs. Now that we've explored some wonderful choices that can actively support your kidneys, it's just as important to understand what might be silently working against them, putting undue strain on these vital filters. So, let's talk about those proteins that kidney patients often need to be very mindful of, or even avoid altogether. The first category that absolutely needs our attention is processed meats. I'm talking about things like bacon, sausage, hot dogs, deli meats, and cured hams. These foods are perhaps one of the biggest hidden dangers for kidney patients. Why are they so problematic? Well, for starters, they are notoriously high in sodium. Excessive sodium forces your kidneys to work harder to filter out the extra salt, leading to fluid retention and increased blood pressure, both of which are detrimental to kidney function. But it's not just the sodium. Processed meats are also loaded with phosphorus additives, which are used as preservatives or for flavor. Unlike the natural phosphorus found in foods, these added phosphorus compounds are almost entirely absorbed by your body, leading to a rapid buildup in your blood when kidney function is impaired. This can cause bone problems, heart issues, and worsen kidney disease. Think about that morning bacon or a quick deli sandwich. While convenient, these choices are silently putting immense pressure on your kidneys. It's a prime example of how convenience can come at a steep health cost. Avoiding these truly can make a profound difference in protecting your kidney health over the long term. Next on our list of proteins to approach with caution or limit significantly is red meat. Particularly when consumed in large portions or on a very regular basis. Now, before you panic, I'm not saying you can never have a steak again, but for those with compromised kidney function, the type and quantity of red meat truly matter. Red meat, especially fattier cuts, tends to be higher in saturated fat, which isn't good for your heart. And remember, heart and kidney health are intimately linked. More importantly, for kidneys, red meat is generally higher in phosphorus and purines compared to lean poultry or fish. when purines are metabolized in the body. They produce uric acid, which kidneys need to filter. High levels can contribute to kidney stone formation or gout, conditions that can further complicate kidney health. While some phosphorus is natural and necessary, the sheer volume in a large serving of red meat can be a burden. If you do choose to eat red meat, think small portions, maybe 2 or 3 ounces, and make it an occasional treat rather than a daily staple. Opt for leaner cuts, and focus on balanced meals with plenty of kidney-friendly vegetables. It's about moderation and mindful consumption, recognizing that a little goes a long way when your kidneys need extra care. Let's move on to a food group that can be tricky. Dairy products. It's not that all dairy is inherently bad, but certain types and excessive consumption can be problematic due to their phosphorus and potassium content. Full-fat milk, many types of cheese, and some yogurts can be quite high in both of these minerals. While calcium is important, the phosphorus in dairy can be an issue for struggling kidneys. Too much phosphorus in the blood can pull calcium from your bones, making them weak, and can also lead to deposits in blood vessels. Similarly, potassium, while vital, needs to be carefully managed for kidney patients, as high levels can affect heart rhythm. So, what's the advice here? It's about making smart dairy choices. For example, some individuals might be able to tolerate small amounts of low-phosphorus dairy alternatives like rice milk or unsweetened almond milk. When it comes to cheese, hard cheeses generally have less phosphorus than softer, processed ones. But again, portion control is paramount. If you love yogurt, opt for plain, unsweetened varieties and watch your portion sizes. Or look for dairy-free alternatives that are fortified with calcium, but not excessive in phosphorus or potassium. Always remember to discuss specific dairy recommendations with your doctor or a registered dietitian who understands your individual kidney health needs. As tolerance can vary widely from person to person, it's about finding the balance that works for you, ensuring you get enough calcium without overwhelming your kidneys with phosphorus or potassium. Now, let's talk about a category of protein that might not be on everyone's regular menu, but is definitely worth mentioning for avoidance: organ meats. I'm referring to things like liver, kidneys, brains, or sweetbreads. While these can be nutritious for healthy individuals, for someone with kidney concerns, they pose a significant risk. Organ meats are incredibly high in purines, which, as we discussed earlier with red meat, are compounds that break down into uric acid. High uric acid levels are already a concern for struggling kidneys and can contribute to conditions like gout and kidney stones, placing further strain on these vital organs. Beyond purines, organ meats are also often very high in phosphorus and cholesterol, neither of which is beneficial for kidney or cardiovascular health when kidney function is compromised. While they might be part of traditional cuisine for some, for kidney patients, it's best to steer clear of organ meats entirely. They simply present too high of a burden on your body's filtering system and can actively work against your efforts to protect your kidney health. We've covered some significant culprits, but there are a couple more common protein sources that often sneak into our diets, posing a quiet risk, and it's important we understand them too. Let's continue our exploration of proteins that truly need to be limited or avoided. And one common culprit often overlooked is canned beans and legumes. If they're not prepared correctly. Now, you might be thinking, but you just said plant-based proteins like beans are good. And you're absolutely right. They are wonderful sources of fiber and protein. However, the issue arises when they come in a can. Many canned beans, such as black beans, kidney beans, or chickpeas, are preserved in a solution that is incredibly high in sodium. For kidney patients, sodium is a major concern because it directly impacts blood pressure and fluid retention, placing extra strain on your kidneys. So, the danger isn't the bean itself, but the way it's packaged. The good news is that this problem has a very simple solution: thoroughly rinsing and draining canned beans under cold running water before you use them. This process can significantly reduce their sodium content, making them a much safer and kidney-friendly option. It's a small extra step, but it makes a world of difference. Alternatively, consider dried beans, which you soak and cook yourself. While they require more prep time, they offer complete control over the sodium content. It's about being aware of hidden sodium and taking simple steps to mitigate the risks, allowing you to enjoy the benefits of these nutritious legumes without compromise. Finally, we need to address a modern protein source that can be particularly dangerous if not managed properly: protein powders and supplements. In today's health-conscious world, it's easy to grab a protein shake, thinking you're doing something good for your body. However, for kidney patients, this is an area where extreme caution is needed. Many protein powders, especially those derived from dairy like whey or casein, can be very high in phosphorus and potassium. These are the very minerals that your struggling kidneys have trouble filtering out, and a sudden, concentrated dose from a supplement can quickly lead to dangerous levels in your blood. Beyond that, the sheer amount of protein in a typical scoop of powder can be overwhelming for kidneys that are already working hard. Your body can only process so much protein at once, and excess protein can increase the workload on your kidneys, potentially accelerating damage. Some protein powders also contain a cocktail of other ingredients, including artificial sweeteners, flavors, and other additives, which are generally not recommended for sensitive systems. The biggest takeaway here is this: never, ever use protein powders or supplements without the explicit guidance and approval of your doctor or a registered dietitian who specializes in kidney disease. They can assess your individual needs, your current kidney function, and determine if any supplement is safe or necessary, and in what precise amount. It's simply not worth the risk to experiment with these products on your own. It's always best to get your protein from whole, natural food sources unless a medical professional specifically advises otherwise. So, we've talked through quite a bit, haven't we? From embracing the gentle power of fish, lean poultry, pure egg whites, and those wonderful plant-based options like tofu and rinsed lentils, to understanding why processed meats, large portions of red meat, certain dairy products, organ meats, and unrinsed canned goods, along with those tricky protein supplements, need to be approached with great care or avoided altogether. It might seem like a lot to take in, and perhaps even a bit overwhelming at first. But please, remember this: you are not alone in this journey, and every single small informed step you take makes a significant, positive difference to your health and your precious kidneys. Making these changes isn't about deprivation, it's about empowerment. It's about choosing foods that actively support your body, reduce strain, and allow you to live with more energy, comfort, and peace of mind. Think of it as a way of nurturing your internal filters, giving them the best chance to keep you vibrant and active for years to come. You don't have to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Start small. Perhaps swap out one processed meat meal a week for some baked fish. Or try adding a portion of rinsed chickpeas to your salad instead of your usual topping. Each mindful choice builds on the last, creating a cascade of benefits for your well-being. I would truly love to hear from you. Have you found certain kidney-friendly proteins that you absolutely love? Do you have a favorite recipe that incorporates these beneficial foods? Or perhaps you've discovered a clever way to reduce sodium in your meals that you'd like to share. Your experiences and insights are incredibly valuable, not just to me, but to everyone else in our community who is on a similar path. So, please, share your thoughts, your successes, or even your questions in the comments section below this video. Let's learn from each other and build a supportive space. If this conversation has helped you feel more confident about managing your kidney health, or if you found this information clear and useful, please give this video a thumbs up. It truly helps us reach more people who could benefit from this knowledge. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing to our channel. By doing so, you'll join our growing community and ensure you don't miss out on more practical, easy-to-understand tips and strategies designed to help you live your best life at every age. You have the power to make choices that nourish your body and protect your precious kidneys. Keep making those wise choices. Keep living fully. And remember, you are stronger and more capable than you know.